for helping my gut, you know, when I do actually eat flour. I don't know too much information, but I like to just give it all out.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's how I roll, you know. I like good quality ingredients because your body feels better, right? When you do. So we're gonna make a nice eggy tasting tofu quiche. I'm just saying it for the video again. So mostly everything's been prepped. So what we're gonna start first is we're gonna saute the onions, and I have the white onions, garlic, and leek onion chopped up, ready to go. A little bit of oil. If you're not using oil, you could just use water or broth. I'm gonna just use a little bit. Good. I like to use avocado oil. You can use coconut oil, although refined coconut oil will have no coconut taste, so it might be a little better. So we're gonna make this place smell really nice real fast. So if you're not hungry, you will be after this.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit for you. Alright, we're going to cook this down for about 7 minutes, probably. Okay. About right. Okay. And then after, we're going to add some of the other ingredients. So while we're letting this cook, I'm going to watch this actually. The nice thing about having a dog at home is they can pick up the scraps that fall on the floor. Except not onions, mind you, because they can't have onions, but she's running late. Yeah, that's okay.
It depends if you have a picky dog.
Yeah, unless you have a picky dog.
Oh, yeah, no.
Not my dog. She's not picky. Luckily, she won't eat an onion. Like, she knows, their intuition must know, right?
Yeah.
Not to eat. It's supposed to be non-stick. But I don't think this is the best. I should have brought mine from home, but that's okay. It'll do. Right, just quickly pop it in. This is already crumbled up tofu. It's just a super firm. And then it says to add the other ingredients with it. So I put the turmeric. It's got the mustard, the Dijon mustard. Turmeric gives it a nice yellow flavor. Yellow color. And then turmeric is a very, very strong, potent anti-inflammatory. So really good to have some turmeric in your diet. You can even take curcumin turmeric pills. That helps your inflammation stay down. I'm going to turn this off for a bit, just to I don't want to burn the garlic. If you overcook the garlic, it tends to give a bitter flavor, so you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to I usually put the garlic a little bit later, cook it a little bit later, but it says to put it all in. So anyway, and it's got cornstarch in here too, so that's just going to get all that liquid, not cornstarch, arrowroot. I prefer arrowroot starch, it's just better for you. Cornstarch, a lot of corn has been so genetically modified and hybridized, just changed, right, from its natural form, so I tend to stay away from corn. And then a lot of that kind of corn, that bad corn, will just raise your blood sugars, they raise your inflammation. So anything that says cornstarch, you can substitute with another starch. Usually like arrowroot or tapioca starch or potato starch. It's gonna fit. It's gonna be quite a quiche here. I don't know. This is a lot. I don't think I'm gonna put all of it in. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, the rest is just more seasonings. Let's just get that seasoning. See, sometimes you just have to gauge the recipe according to what you think is going to work, right? It's not always perfect, right? It's easier when you crumble it first, then it, you know, gives it a nice better chopped look. I think I'm supposed to add the lemon juice in this. Okay. Trying to remember. Yeah, lemon juice is what I'm missing. Obviously, it needs the liquid, right? It would be a lot easier to blend. Yeah, maybe that'll be better now. if you find it's too thick like it is right now, like it's really thick, right? You can add a little water, you can add a little milk. It's not gonna change the taste too much, it should be fine. And plus the cornstarch is gonna thicken it.
So, did you make milk?
Oh, this is the oil for frying.
You want some milk?
Yeah, I think, I can't remember what's what. That's oil for frying, yeah. Yes. And salt. So good. A little bit of salt. I always put salt separate so I can make sure it's not too salty, right? This is almond milk. Probably the recipe calls for firm tofu instead of extra firm. So the extra firm just makes it much more solid, right? Whereas the less firm you go, the more creamy it's gonna be. So that's no need to stress. We can always adapt and you know, I don't want to cut this batch. Adapt and just make it work, right? That's the thing. Some people, they stress. They're like, they got to do the recipe exactly like it says, but it's actually quite forgiving, and you can play along with it. So it's starting to look pretty eggy now. Almost there. Blending, maybe a little more milk. We'll see. Sing a song. Makes your food turn out better. That's what we say. Okay, that's good. So now we got more of a eggy kind of texture, you see there? Okay, and that's what you want. Some of the vegetables are going to give some more liquids as well. So now we got to put the rest of this, the spinach. And so many instructions.
It's number 8.
Is it transfer the minutes? Yes, that's what I forgot. So I just have to add now this to here to cook down the spinach because the spinach is too big, right? And you know when you cook spinach, it turns to like nothing. Ends up being like nothing, right? There we go.
Yes, yes.
You don't have to make the quiche this complicated either, right? So you could skip some of the onions, some of the spinach, let's say. So you can make it more simple. I'm just making a fancy one for you guys because, you know, why not? It's more fun for me. But all good though. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. So, or you could put broccoli if you have, let's say, leftover vegetables that you want to use up. You can put that in your quiche instead. So this shouldn't take long. Spinach is usually pretty quick to wilt it down. Ooh, the pile. There we go. Don't want it to burn. So I put half a cube of bouillon, so that'll give extra flavor. Sazo, can I get a big... No, actually, I'll use the spinach bowl. That's fine. Can I ask you for a little cup of water? Yeah. Just in case I need some water to deglaze or whatever. As you can tell, it's starting to wilt. It's getting there. I swear this recipe is for 2 pies for sure. Or it's got, they must have had like a huge, yeah, there's sometimes you see those big pie tarts, like a huge one. It's probably what it's for. I didn't, gauge that exactly. But you know, it's okay because we can make a crustless quiche with the rest of it. I have another pan, and that's what I'll do. You don't have to waste, and then I can just freeze it. The extra crustless quiche, I could just, once it's done cooking and chilled a little, I could throw it in the freezer. So this, you don't have to worry about waste. You can always use it for something. All right, that's looking beautiful. So as you can see, it's more like mush now, liquid. Smells delicious. So I'm gonna put about half in this one, I think. All right. Trish. Some noises. Let's see how much. See how this goes. So it's looking like there. That's what it's looking like, guys. So if you don't like that much green, right? You just don't put it back. It's all right.
Same, yeah.
I like a lot of green. I like
Yeah.
put it in,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of the rest of this for the other crustless quiche here. Just get this done quickly. Alright, let's fill this up. So I poked a few holes in the bottom just so it doesn't bubble up and then just keeps it a nice shape to the pie. Before I put it in, I'm gonna taste it. Make sure there's enough flavor. Maybe a bit more salt. Did you give me the salt, please? I undersalt. I am an undersalter. And then everyone's like, yeah, that tastes good, yeah.
Me too, yeah.
It's funny, I don't use salt at all, but my son is a very
You do need,
Yes.
you do need salt, guys.
Yeah, he uses the salt and it tastes way better. He's a way better cook.
We can always add salt after too to food, right? Like
Yeah.
my husband likes more salt than I do, but.
Salt is actually okay for you. They've demonized salt. It's where if you put too much, then you tend to want more and more salt. And your thyroid and your body's cells, all your cells need salt.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't like stray from salt. Even if you have high blood pressure, you can still have some salt. Potassium chloride is better type of salt for people who have high blood pressure. So you could purchase that kind of salt.
I like the pink one.
Himalayan salt, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
all the
nice.
time.
I heard the Celtic is supposed to be good.
Very good.
I bought some of that. I don't know why it's better, but.
It's just, it has a lot more minerals and trace minerals and
I get vitamins if I eat too much salt, so I'm
all right. Look at that. It's so pretty. I like to put some tomatoes. You don't like tomatoes? Don't put it, right?
Oh, tomatoes, Lord, them
Yes.
anywhere,
Me too.
every time.
Yeah. You know, it just gives it extra flavor. You could do sun-dried tomatoes.
Yes.
And it just makes it look pretty too,
I
right?
ordered my groceries from this Walmart. We always get these colorful chairs, like yellow, red, orange.
All right, so that is the pie. You can put a little bit of almond milk on the edge to make it crustier. I'm just gonna leave it.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Can you please put it in?
And in the summer, you can sprinkle fresh basil over the top.